Hey everybody, welcome to our first Marvelous Monday in July.
Yeah.
So we are doing slime too because slime is so much fun. And the first slime we're going to make is Fluffy Cloud Dish Soap Slime.
Yes,
So in order to make sure you guys all have enough supplies, we are just doing one thing of it today. So Michaela gets to be our mixer today. So she's going to grab in the bag. And what do you have there?
I have some glue and some soap mixed together.
Yep. It's 1 tablespoon of glue and a half a teaspoon of soap.
And then I have some baking soda.
So what she's going to do is she's going to put stir first. We're going to stir some glue and soap to make that all fluffy. It may bubble a little. I don't know, depending on how long it sits for you guys, if it's going to still do it, but it looks like it is bubbling a little bit.
It looks cool. I like it.
That's kind of fun. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I would just rest your fork there a little bit. And then I would pour in almost all of your baking soda, but you might want to save some because this is like any other slime. If it's too wet, you put more dry in. If it's too dry, you put more wet in. So she's going to put in almost all of her baking soda. That's good, yeah. I thought it was cornstarch, and I don't think I brought any baking soda with. There might be baking soda on our cart, but we're going to hopefully make it so that it works. So now I'm going to have her slowly add in the glue and the soap.
Should I stir as I add it?
I would think so.
Okay.
I would think you can add it all.
Okay.
Since you're holding back some of it.
Yeah.
And then it says you need a half a tablespoon of water. So we don't have a sink here in our studio, so we're just using a good old jar of water. So that she might want to add in slowly, the water, which is kind of tricky. Unless you want me to add it and you stir.
Yeah.
How about that? So I'm just going to dip in here, and that looks like about half of a tablespoon. So we'll slowly add the water. So when we were naming this, we decided to call it Fluffy Cloud. And I'm like, there's one person that went up in the clouds in fairy tale land. And who could that have been?
Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. He grew his beans, and then a stalk grew, and he went up into the castle. So that's why we named this Fluffy Cloud Slime. And again, our slime is not very slimy. The one we're making later is a little bit slimy-er. Do you need some more water?
Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of a tricky thing, but I think if you add more water, and we'll play around with it, we'll get it to a dough consistency first. She might have to use her fingers now. Yeah. Kind of smush it all together. Is it soft?
It is.
So they always say these are slimes, but they tend to be dough. But it's still fun, and it smells really good.
It does.
Should we go ahead and add some more water maybe? Make it slimier?
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like if you don't add a lot of water. And again, if you add too much water, just go ahead and get more baking soda. So let's add some more water and see if we can get it slimy. Since we did call it slime.
We did.
Is it getting there?
It is.
And it's not really sticking to you that much, is it?
Nope.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, it feels really good now.
All right. Should we add a little bit more water?
No, I think.
No? Is it good?
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, so you can kind of stretch it.
Not really. It's not really a stretchy slime. It's more just a
goopy slime. That's awesome.
Yeah, it feels really cool. Do you want to feel it?
I do want to feel it. Ooh, that is really awesome. It's really soft.
It is.
And it does smell good. And if you don't like the smell of our soap, you can use some different smelling soap. That is really cool. I like it.
It's smooth.
I bet you it'll make your hands nice and soft when you're done.
It smells good.
Yeah. So there's the sliminess of it. It is kind of, it's going on its own a little bit, really slow. I can feel it. There it goes. So it is sort of slimy. So that is our Fluffy Cloud Dish Soap Slime. So have fun with that. And like I said, if you want to add, let's go ahead and, since we're here, let's add some more water and see what happens. So they got to see what it looked like slimy. So let's go for broke.
Right.
All right, let's see what happens there. It might get too sticky then on your fingers, but it's not, is it?
Not really.
Okay, let's try some more.
Okay.
This is the fun of experimenting with slime stuff. All right, there we go.
Mm.
Now is it getting sticky?
Yeah.
But it's slimier.
It is. Yeah. Ooh, it's like mashed potatoes.
Ooh, fun. I like mashed potatoes. Soapy mashed potatoes I don't think I'd like, but...
No. But instead of playing with your food, you can play with slime.
There you go.
And eat your food.
There you go. And see, hers was getting a little bit too sticky, so she just went to the bottom of the bowl. She had some dry baking soda there, so she's just mixing some more in so it's not so sticky.
Right.
All right. Well, that looks like fun. She is going to go wash up now so that we can make our next slime, which is going to be Fruity Swamp Sludge. See you guys in a bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are now going to make our Fruity Swamp Sludge. So this is just using Jello, cornstarch, and water. So let's see what she has in her bag. That is 1/3 of a package of Jello.
Orange Jello.
Orange, which we will get to. And then 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch.
Mm-hmm.
And then it calls for 2 2/3 tablespoon of water. I already made some this morning, and then I just left it out, so now it's pretty dry and crumbly. So this is the fun of it. I am just going to, while she's mixing, I'm going to just add a little bit more water and see what happens to mine. So the instructions say that you should put your cornstarch in, and then drop your Jello in, and then you need to mix that up with a fork so it gets all mixed together. But while she's doing that, I am going to remake my sludge. It's getting there. It's still kind of doughy.
So I add the orange in?
You add the orange in?
Add the water?
Yep. And then you're going to mix with your fork, and then something... You won't really see it mixing because you can't really see the orange that much once you start mixing. But then when you start adding the water, it will turn orange, and it's really kind of cool. So mix it really, really well. Now see, the orange disappeared, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, the orange disappeared. All right, so mine's getting slimy, but it's still sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some more water. Ooh, that made a gross noise.
Ooh.
But it smells good.
It does.
It smells really orangey. So again, if you add your water too quick, you're going to end up with a really goopy mess. And if you add it too slow, you're going to have a dry, crumbly mess. So she's going to start adding 2 2/3 tablespoons of water. What we did is we thirded a recipe. That's why you have 1/3 of a package of Jello. Because we would love to give you guys all a full package of Jello, but we only have so much Jello here. So now mine is getting really slimy. When I made this, I brought it out and showed some boys and girls that were here, and they were like, that's so gross. But I think it's a cool gross.
It is.
So mine is pretty much swampy slime right now, but it smells very fruity.
It does.
So this is really actually fun to play with. And if you think it's too slimy, just go ahead and add some more cornstarch. I'm going to try and wipe my fingers off a little bit here because I do have to touch my mouse to turn this off when we're done, and I really don't want to have a goopy slime on my mouse. So.
little hard to.
It is hard because you know what? It's like the oblique.
Starch, yep.
So you kind of feel like you're running into a traffic jam. Your fork doesn't want to move, does it? So just add a little bit more water and that should loosen it up. Because I ran into that too when I was making this morning. I was like, it's stuck. But if you just, and that's the trick, it has to be really slow. Because if you get too much in, you're going to have goop like this. But this is actually fun goop, and I'm going to have to wash my fingers off again. I just can't help myself because this is so much fun to play with. If you're at home, you might want to do this outside. Because then if you get it on the ground, it doesn't matter. The rain will wash it away and it won't be a big deal. If you're at home, go ahead and put a placemat down or some paper towel around so you don't make too big of a mess. Because I don't want your caregivers going, why did you make so much goopy stuff? So I'm going to try not play with mine anymore. How's yours going?
Good, still a little dry.
Still a little dry?
A little bit more.
So you just add a little bit more water? Add a little bit of time? And I'm going to stop playing. See, it's really hard to mix, isn't it?
Yeah. I might as well.
You just get to the point where you have to use your hand. And it's still tough. Isn't that weird how that's the obliqueness of it? Okay, hers is looking almost slimy. It's getting there.
I'm getting a little bit more water.
But it's kind of fun to play with it when it's like this, when it's that way, because you just kind of stick your finger in and it's really hard. It's a solid and a liquid. It's pretty cool. That's where hers is at right now, not like mine. Now, if I were to leave this out, it would turn hard again. You could put this in your baggie, but it would be really difficult to get out. I would say put some plastic wrap over your bowl, and then that way you can save it if you want to and keep playing with it. Or if your mom says toss it out, because things do get dirty because your hands are kind of gross sometimes. And don't drop any on the floor and pick it up because then you get everything that's on the floor with it. But hers has still got that solid liquidness. Oh, hers is awesome right now. See, mine is much more slimy than hers, but hers is fun. That is awesome, and it smells so good. So you will get different flavors. You'll either have orange, cherry, or lime. But this is our Fruity Swamp Sludge. Hope you guys have fun, and tune in tomorrow for... What are we doing tomorrow? I have to look really quick. I know everything gets... Oh, Wizards and Potions. So if you tune in tomorrow, we will do Wizards and Potions. Thank you so much, and have a great day.